Riding the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad today here in Bryson, North Carolina. We are aboard the train and about to head out.
We have along the line, a little back history of this line, originally built in 1888 as the Southern Railway. Its intention and purpose was to go from Asheville, North Carolina, all the way to Ducktown, Tennessee for the copper mining industry here in the Carolinas and the East Tennessee region. But of course, a lot of things changed in history between then and there, and I'll be filling in all the blanks that I can for you throughout our 44-mile round trip today with our 1-hour layover at the Nantahala Outdoor Center. So,
Another station here in Bryson, North Carolina. They're playing Smoky Mountain Rain on the overhead speakers. Alright, we're going on a train ride.
Any of the open air cars. When the rail line was built, they only cleared just enough for the train to get by, and we will not stop for lost items. Secondly, there is no smoking or vaping anywhere on board the train. Everybody happen to hear that voice over the intercom? That wasn't mine. Yeah. That's our conductor. His name is Josh. He's fantastic at his job ensuring the safety of the train, making sure that it goes that way, this way, and neither of those ways. But he also likes to talk a lot, and that's my job. So last week I found the volume knob. I'll be turning him off throughout the rest of the ride. So coming up on the left-hand side is going to be this large body of water. Folks, if you did not know, this large body of water in western North Carolina is referred to as a river. And that's all you get out of me this morning. Just kidding, y'all. This is the Tuckasegee River, Tuckasegee. It's spelled almost the way that it sounds. Now, the Tuckasegee River is great for a number of reasons. Class 1 to Class 5 whitewater rapids through all 218 miles of its river corridor. It's also known as the jewel of the South when it comes to trout fishing due to the abundance of rainbow, brown, and brook trout stocked in this river throughout the year. But on top of all of that, this is a holy river in the eyes of the Cherokee Nation. Tuckasegee is a Cherokee word. It means slow-moving like a tortoise, or place of the turtle. Now, it gets that name for two reasons. One, the slow-moving nature of this waterway itself, and two, the abundance of hardback-shelled turtle that call this river their home. That turtle population kept the Cherokee sustained through the winter months when food was very scarce and hard to find for thousands of years. So, to honor the animal that kept their people alive and satiated during those trying times, they dubbed it Tuckasegee. Slow-moving tortoise, place of the turtle, your first Cherokee word of the day.
So here we are on the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad. Got my shrimp and grits, little fried apples, and what did you get?
The apples and the vegan bagel.
Alright. And it looks like a biscuit for me. So this is where we got dropped off for the next 40 minutes of our train trip. On the train in 45 minutes, and let's see if we can give you tours in the cars. So just a quick little drop off in the middle of nowhere. Then we're going to get back on the train and head on back down to the station. Here's a look at that engine that was pulling us down here. Great Smoky Mountain Railroad. They also got a caboose that you can rent out for a party. Our car's on over here. This is one of the open air cars. And let me tell you, it's cold today. So this would be a cold ride.
one because it involves booze and not children, so let's talk about that one first. That one is our Carolina Moonshine Tasting Experience. That one's a little different than the ride that y'all did this morning. Instead of a nice quiet morning where you hop on board, you get yourself a cup of coffee and enjoy a nice quiet ride out to the Nantahala National Forest. On that one, you hop on board, you sit down, I yell at you for 5 minutes, and I hit you with 7 shots of moonshine right out the gate. We start with the potent stuff, and we work our way down the ladder to the smooth, easy. So you've not heard about it, the secret is out. You're now the #1 Polar Express, not in the nation, in the world, because we've beaten out every other rail company across the globe with last year's ridership numbers of 126,000 passengers in less than 6 weeks on the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad. We are also now paired with Warner Bros. And Paramount Pictures, so we have the rights to the music, the movies, the costumes, everything. So, 2 questions that I always get about the Polar Express that I'll go ahead and answer right out the gate. The first one is always Chris. Is they are a 21 and older, no kids allowed Polar Express that I can ride on? Not yet. I am working on it though. I already perfected the recipe for the spiked hot chocolate. I already installed the poles that drop down from the ceiling. I just gotta hire some North Pole dancers. We'll get around to it one of these days. The other question that I get is, Chris, do you work on the Polar Express?
There's one of those private cabooses you can get.